Good morning, my little friends. It's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. It's about 7:30 and I was laying in bed. This Lyme thing makes you wanna, it's just exhausting. It's exhausting when you're not exhausted. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, every morning when I get my husband off to work, I go back to bed till about 10 o'clock because I feel like I'm exhausted. So, just a second. I want to take a sip of my coffee before it gets cold. So, I'm laying in bed and I was looking at my phone for a minute and I noticed Tiff, Southern Gals Designs, was up already this morning and an hour ago doing art. And I'm like, you know what? Kick yourself in the butt. Get up. Go make you a coffee and go out to the art room. So I got up and I went in to make me a coffee, and then I noticed I went to bed early with my husband last night and I didn't do the supper dishes. So they're all sitting there and I'm thinking, oh, I've got to do dishes first. And then I'm like, no, get your coffee and go to the art room. Do not let things deter you from doing what you really want to do. So I made my coffee. And here I am in the art room. Just clicked on the video. I decided I'll do my 5-minute ugly art challenge this morning, and absolutely nothing, but this was already laying here. So I have absolutely nothing prepared, not even a focal point. I really love this. I saw this in a magazine, but I think I'm going to use it for a larger page because I'm having a hard time tearing it up. But isn't it cute? Anyway, so here I am in the art room, and let's see if I have that old phone out here that I was keeping my time on. If not, we'll just pretend like we know what 5 minutes is. Here it is. We'll see if the battery's still alive. Clock. 5-minute timer. Ready, set, go. Let's do this. It'll probably be 5 minutes of you watching me drink coffee. Let's see if we can find a... Here we go. Let's do this page, or this page, or both. I'm not usually talking at 7:30 in the morning, so if I'm a little quiet, you'll know I'm not quite up yet. Yesterday I went to a little elderly friend's house, and if she's watching my video, Jean, good morning. She told me I went to her house and washed her windows, and I was only going to do the inside, but when I started doing it, they seemed pretty easy, so I did the outside too. And you know, when your body, you think you can do something at the moment, but then when you get home that night or the next morning, it says you were stupid. So that's kind of, she said, I really needed my house cleaned. And I said, well, I thought you wanted me to do your windows today. She had forgotten. She told me she wanted her windows done. So I said, well, how about I come back tomorrow and I'll clean your house? And she said, we'll see. So she's right. I'm not going to be cleaning her house today. but tomorrow I will. It usually takes me a day to recoup, which is so weird. I don't know. I need to just, instead of doing art, I should be sitting researching Lyme is what I should be doing. But I used to be able to go all day, and now I just can't. It makes my body hurt. It makes me depressed for absolutely no reason. It does all kinds of weird things. But I got through it, and I survived. Yes, I survived. And I will do it again and survive. I love these threads. Can't keep them all. Got to cover some of them up, and you might not even be able to see them, but there's threads over here. Oh my gosh, I've only got 2 minutes left. We'll see how far I get in 5 minutes, and I'm going to finish it just because I want to sit out here and finish it. Just because. I'll show you where 5 minutes gets you. How's that? Let's try some bright colors. I'm just usually a very drab colored girl and earthy, but let's see where some color gets us. Oh, there we go. I notice Tiffany always goes around her papers with her finger when she adds color. And Lisa Goodart, no, Kristen Peters, she always slaps it with her brush. I always notice these cute things that people do. And then when you try to do it at home, it looks so haphazardly when they do it. And we have 41 seconds. Who cares? We're going to keep going. And then when you try to do it at home, it totally doesn't look, you know, with that cute haphazardly thing that they did it with. To me, it doesn't. I guess it's always, the grass is always greener on the other side of the art journal page, isn't it? The paint's always brighter on the next page. But I always shut my book and come back and look through things and go, oh, I like it. So it always works out. Time's up. Time's up, and we will keep going. This is what 5 minutes gets you, and a half a cup of coffee. Now let's see what maybe another 5 minutes gets us, and another half a cup of coffee. I've been saving tea bags. I need to use them for something, and I just don't exactly know what for. I thought that had a... I want the one with the tag on it so it can hang off over the top. No, I want it to hang out through the bottom. That's what we'll do. We'll let it hang out through the bottom. I should be able to see through it. So let's just smush it on here and see if it gets see-through-ish. Tear that part off. Stick it over here. No, I don't think this is tacky glue. I think what I've done is thrown some Mod Podge in a tacky glue jar. So don't look at that and think, wow, that's some runny tacky glue. I know, I thought it was for a long time. But I've come to the conclusion I think it's Mod Podge. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hi, Prissy Pooper. My dog Princess, she's right behind me in a chair. Ever since we had to put Scrappy down, she is just kind of, she's a tick on my behind. Aren't you, Prissy Pooper? She just kind of lost. Understandable. We're kind of lost too. Well, getting good at these smushy messes. I did one the other day with my Lisa Good art. Or no, it was my Dar 63 inspired journal. I did a smushy mess. I haven't even looked back on it yet. But I just walked away and decided I'd come back to it later and see what we could do. I'm going to dry for a minute. Okay, what do? I go to dry it and end up fussy cutting 3 trout out. So they had some pink on them. I thought maybe I would put them on my page. After all, this is the Ugly Art Club. I have to learn it's okay to be ugly. This is just my journal. I'm the only one that's going to see it. So when I do something ugly, it's okay. But I did come up with an idea that I thought I could do. I did think that I could make some old seaweed coming up from the bottom. I wonder how. How could we do that? I don't really have a stencil that looks seaweedy. Or do I? This one kind of looks seaweedy. Okay, let's do just a little bit of seaweeding. First of all, I want to try this. I'm going to try 2 colors of green. One color I'm going to try to dry brush. Yeah. From the bottom up. Let's just see what happens. Can you see what I'm doing? I thought I would just try to make some seaweed for my trout. Lake weed, we'll call it. Stream weed. Okay, I got that. Looks better on my painty paper. It's not very visible, but it's on there. I'll know that it's seaweed. And then with another color of green, I will do my my rosemary / lakeweed. We'll see how that turns out. We'll just do little sections that we choose to do. Okay, let's see what happened. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, now, 2 rainbows and a brown, and I'm wondering if I should put them all 3 on there or just do 2. I'm going to do all 3, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do all 3. This little guy here is going to get folded with the ditch. I'm trying to get my good sticky glue going here because I would like to use it. It's not happening. Okay, let's see what we can get out of here. There's one for the ditch. And I need my little blue book. There we go. One heading upstream. What you doing, Pepper? I feel you down there on my leg. I do. You need tension, huh? Yes, of course you need tension when I'm busy. Of course you do. Of course you do when my fingers got glue on them. Okay, there's that. Now, let's see here. Let's go around it. I wish I had a sharp Stabilo. This one's a little sharper. You know, I'm a lefty, and I saw this thing on Facebook the other day that said if you're a lefty, you'll understand this. And I thought, what? You know, how it had ink all on here, on their hand, and I just always thought that everybody got that. But then I thought about it, and I realized we lefties write like this and drag our hand through what we've just written, and you righties pull away from what you've written. So, yes, at 58, I'm just now picking that up. I know. Slow, but better late than never, right? So I thought that was interesting. I know you're probably all laughing at me going, oh my gosh, girl. So now when I can't do something correctly, I'll just say, oh, it's because I'm a lefty. I'm a messy artist because I'm a lefty. That's what I'll say. Okay, now I think I would like to have some splatter on there. So I think I'm going to, I was going to splatter maybe some ochre, but if I splatter some blue, it may look more like bubbles from the water. What do you think? You think so, Pepper? I hear you down there talking to me. Oh my, this is some major, this is that phthalo blue. It's like some major electric blue going on here. Ooh, okay, I think I can handle that. Oh yes, I like. See how my messy art turned out to be happy art. Oh, you guys, I just love it. There you go. There's my 5-minute ugly art challenge. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm so glad I got up early. My little tea bag tag hanging off. I'm going to go and load my laundry up. My washer's broken. Load my laundry up so that when I get done feeding, doing chores, I'll be ready to go to the laundromat. Bye-bye from Birdie.